What's up, Brickminds? It's Steven and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to take a look at these 64 Easter eggs and references that I found in the LEGO Sanctum Sanctorum set. Starting on the outside of the set, we have the 177A Bleecker Street card that Dr. Strange left for Thor to find the Sanctum in Ragnarok at the beginning. We also have a Law Time sticker on this side and the other side of this mailbox here. And it actually has another sticker on a sticker that's a reference to Black Widow. Here you can see the other side of that mailbox. That's another sticker, and actually inside of the mailbox is 3 of these newspapers from the Law Times. On the back of the building, there's a few stickers as well. Here we have Feeling Hungry. There's a shawarma kind of reference there that goes with the first Avengers movie. Down here we actually have Darcy's Dog Walk, so that's a reference to the mighty Jane Foster, or Mighty Thor's friend. And then also right here we have a hiring poster for S.H.I.E.L.D. On the second floor, there's a reference to the 10 Rings. That's their logo right there. And then this is kind of a reference to Spider-Man right here. I would assume that the other 3 tags here are just some references to designers here on this set. And then we have one final Easter egg on the back of the set. This is a reference to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that exhibit there of Captain America. Of course, we have the portal with Gargantos kind of coming out of there. I thought that was a nice reference as well. And it definitely looks like that first set that came out this year. On the top of the building, you can actually see a reference to the Ancient One's conversation with the Hulk. That was a really cool conversation there in the past. And so there's a little bit of a garden on top of here. I believe that's a reference to that. And then this designer did work on the Baby Groot set, so I believe that brown potted plant is actually a reference to the Groot set. There's a dumpster in the back of the set, which is cool in itself because the Daily Bugle set actually had a couple of these dumpsters. But inside of the dumpster, there's a few time stones in there, and that's supposed to reference Tony Stark telling Stephen Strange to just take this time stone and shove it down the garbage disposal. Also a reference to the Shady Acres care home, which was where Loki left Odin at the beginning of Ragnarok there. Now that we've taken a look at all of the exterior Easter eggs and references, let's go ahead and dive into the first floor of the set and check out some of the great stuff that's inside. Down here we actually have a globe that's in a case right there. I kind of want to reference that to the Orb of Agamotto from the comics, so that's pretty cool. And then here we actually have a photo on the wall of Doctor Strange. Here we have a world map on the wall here, and that actually has the locations of the Hong Kong Sanctum, the London Sanctum, and of course the New York Sanctum, which is right here in front of us. Down here we actually have the Cauldron of the Cosmos, which Tony Stark was leaning on, and Doctor Strange and his Cloak of Levitation actually had to smack him off of there. You turn the set around, and over here on the other wall we actually have a photo of Doctor Strange and Wong in somewhere really cold, so that's pretty cool. There's actually a portal in the far corner of that picture there. We also have another photo here. I'm not really sure what this is referencing, but down below it is Stephen Strange's medical degree, so that's a pretty cool reference right there as well. Up above the stairs, we have a few references. Here is a travel magazine, kind of just to reference Stephen Strange's travels. We also have Wong's hidden stuff right here, so that's pretty cool. We have the x-ray of Stephen Strange's hand right there. Obviously, that's just terrible. And then, of course, we have the clock which Christine Palmer gave to Stephen Strange. That's very important to him. Over here in this corner is a Storm Baker's pizza box, and that's supposed to be a reference to another LEGO Marvel set, Thor's New Asgard. You can actually pop off this top here, and there's some more references underneath here, which we will check out. So back here we do have one of these buildable portals, which are very nice. I actually want to build a couple more of those so that we can replace the ones in here if we want to for scenes. But in this back room, we actually do have the Book of Cagliostro, and that's right here, kind of locked away. That's a reference to that first movie. That is what Caecilius was using to kind of summon Dormammu, so you got to be careful who gets a hold of that book there. This little precious gem right here is of course the Time Stone. That's kind of held here in secrecy, but not really secrecy because they just put the portal here, so yeah, pretty much anyone can grab it. That's not very good because that's really their whole job. On the wall here is another sticker, and this is a ripped out page kind of referring to the vaulting boots of Valtor. And then this reference right here on this wall, I just still don't really understand what that is. It's kind of like a box. I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be the Tesseract or just some kind of box that's a little bit crumpled up. Don't know why the Tesseract would be kind of mentioned here, but yeah, if you know, just let me know in the comments. Back in this back area, we do have 2 builds that have some more references on them. I believe this purple build here is just supposed to reference the first Sanctum Sanctorum. There's a red ruby on there as well as a cell phone. I'm not really sure what those references are. There's a wall back here with kind of like a fuse box, so that's just how they keep the power going. On the front of the fridge, you can see I Stud New York, or I Brick New York, so just kind of replacing the heart there. That's cool for the LEGO Marvel Universe that we're creating here. We also have a karaoke reference to Shang-Chi, so that's really interesting that they included that reference as well. Go ahead and open that fridge up and you have some Hulk and Iron Man Ben and Jerry's ice cream inside of there. That's a really funny reference there. Then you have a takeout box that says mine, and I believe the apple at the bottom right of the fridge is supposed to reference kind of Doctor Strange when he first uses the time stone. This one's going to be a little bit hard to look at, but underneath the stairs in that open area behind where the fridge was, that's actually a crater that you build in one of the first few bags, and it's supposed to reference when Hulk kind of smashed through here at the beginning of Infinity War after being on the ship with Thor and coming to tell them about Thanos coming. There's also a blue cube in there, and I believe that that's supposed to be a reference to the Tesseract. I'm really not sure why they're referencing the Tesseract in the Sanctum Sanctorum set, but again, that is, I believe, what that is. If it's not, let me know in the comments. Second floor of the Sanctum might be my favorite floor. There's just a ton of references in here, and I feel like they jam a ton of detail into this floor as well, as you can kind of set up some scenes in here and kind of have some minifigures moving around. Now, I do wish that there was just a little bit more room inside of this set, which is, I guess, why I do have a plan to expand this set. The 6 studs that we have in the back here, I do want to move it all the way to the back, so we will have a lot more breathing room for details and minifigure scenes inside of each of these floors. Here in the top corner, we actually have a photo, and that's of the Ancient One. We also have another photo on the other side. This is Caecilius. There's 2 torn pages from a book in this corner here. This one has an apple reference to Doctor Strange when he first uses the Time Stone. And down here we have the Cloak of Levitation. That's the print on that one. The books on the bookshelves have different stickers on them that are just different magical references, but nothing in particular except for this one over here, which actually is an anger management book wrote by Bruce Banner. Up here on the top, you can see the Wi-Fi password. That is Shambhala. This skull right here, I believe, is just a reference to just kind of necromancers or sorcerers of some kind, so they always have this stuff laying around their house. Back behind here is a hidden red cup. That's a Lego Marvel thing. There's 2 chairs right here, and that's a reference to Thor and Doctor Strange having a conversation inside of the Sanctum at the beginning of Ragnarok. The beer is also a reference to that scene because Stephen Strange asks Thor what he would like to drink. If he would like some tea, he says, "No, I don't drink tea." Down here in the corner, we have the Sands of Nasanti, which we definitely saw in Multiverse of Madness. On this door in the middle of the bookshelves, you can see the logo for the Sanctum Sanctorum. You can open the door up, and inside you have 3 different portals. This one here, I believe, is supposed to be the Dark Dimension. You can slide these sliders on the back, which is a really cool play feature, and you can actually go to the mountains here. So I believe this is a reference to when the Ancient One sent Stephen Strange to the freezing cold mountain to learn how to use the slingy. And then if you slide it to the other one, we have a desert. I believe this one is a reference to the first movie when Stephen Strange sent one of Caecilius' goons to the desert. And finally, we make it up to the 3rd floor where all of the artifacts and relics are. This one right here, I believe, is the Staff of the Living Tribunal, so I'm not sure what the one on the left side is. We have a photo of Mordo right here. I'm not sure what he's doing with the Eye of Agamotto. Hopefully he doesn't use that for something sinister. And then on the other side is actually a photo of Wong. Looking on the back wall here, we do have a few different references. The skeleton, I'm not sure what that's referencing, but maybe it's the missing skeleton from the final Multiverse of Madness movie poster. Inside of this display case here, I thought was the brazier of Bomb Goliath, but I believe that that's what this is right here because we had that in the first Sanctum set as well. This black samurai helmet can be seen in the backdrop of the Doctor Strange movie. The shield and the axes on the wall are a reference to Stephen Strange not knowing what to grab because he didn't really know much about magic at the time. You can see a nice spot to store the Cloak of Levitation right there. I believe that this silver spear is just a reference to kind of the magic that Caecilius and his goons were using in the first movie. There's a chest on the floor right here, and if you open the chest, there's actually a scroll inside, and I've also put an hourglass in there as well, because I kind of like to use this for some of my Strange scenes. In the top corner, there's a photo of Wong and Doctor Strange fighting Gargantos. Down on the floor in the same corner, there is an umbrella. That's a reference to that same Ragnarok scene with Thor inside of the Sanctum, and that was actually Mjolnir. There's a Viking helmet right here, and you can see that in the backdrop of the Sanctum in the Doctor Strange movie as well. And then the fire extinguisher, I believe, is just a joke, but that's supposed to reference the Cloak of Levitation. When Stephen Strange found it, it was inside of one of these display cases. In the back corner here, I thought it was just a little bare, so I did go ahead and add my own stuff. The first thing on the right here is actually just the Eye of Agamotto, so I use one of those little medallions or amulets there for the minifigures to upgrade them, so I put that in the display case. Next to it in the middle is the Wand of Watum, or what is supposed to be the Wand of Watum. And then I have a Harry Potter Advanced Potion Making book, which I just kind of thought fit the theme at the Sanctum Sanctorum. I did forget to include the 177A Bleecker Street address on the front of the door right here. And that were all of the Easter eggs that I found in the 2022 LEGO Sanctum Sanctorum. If there were some Easter eggs that maybe you found that I missed, let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not seeing more great LEGO content coming in the near future. And I do appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have yourselves a great day.